Hi, my name is Sephora. I'm going to introduce you to Congolese cuisine. I'm going to teach you how to make a super easy starter, a yummy main, and a delicious dessert. So if you're ready, let's start cooking. Hi guys, welcome to the final video of this series, the desserts, my favorite part. We're going to start with the dough, the most important part of this recipe, the crispy part that you do want. So it's quite simple to make. I'm going to exceptionally do it by hands today, but if you do have a kitchenette at home and you don't want to get your hands messy, feel free to. So basically, I'm going to use butter. So here, so it's soft butter, very important. You need to take out your butter from the fridge at least 2-3 hours before. You can see how soft it is. So I'm using 132 grams of butter, okay? And I'm going to mix it up with 82 grams of icing sugar. I'm going to put everything here. Okay, let's do this. So I'm using this small tool to help me mix icing sugar and butter. But you can also use your hand. Don't be afraid, it's messy at the beginning, but trust me, at the end, we're going to end up with a fantastic dough. So just go with your hand, like the trick. You use like the bottom of your hand to press the butter to integrate the icing sugar more easily. Okay, once you do have like a kind of small bowl, just press in the middle. We're going to add 1 egg. Just here. And we're just going to keep mixing everything. So now I'm going to add the flour, exactly 210 grams of flour. Just here. So you just spread all over like your current preparation. And go like that to integrate the flour into the butter, the icing sugar, and the egg. So, the next thing now, I'm going to clean my hands to add the almond powder because I need to weight the powder. So, just this. So I need 26 grams. I'm just going to weigh that up. I'm going to add it to the preparation, and I'm just going to try to form kind of a block to make it like mix it up all together, and it's starting like to actually look like something. Still messy, but we're getting there. So you just go with both of your hands. As I said, the bottom of your hands, go like this, press and push to integrate all the ingredients. So this dough needs to chill for 1 hour in the fridge, but don't worry, I've already made one. So now I'm going to use this rolling tool to roll the dough in order to put them in the small circle here. So you just need like basically to press and roll like this, you see? Press and roll. You see, like if you do have at home Silpat paper like this, is very convenient because as you can see, it's not sticking. Otherwise, just put some flour, the basic, you know, trick, but yeah. Ideally, well, it's good to have like 1.2 millimeters to have a very thin crust. You don't want something like too big. It's not, you know, nice to eat. I think now we're good. So yeah, you can really see here how thin it is. So now for the shape. So I do have a small trick in order to have like a very nice shape. So you just put like 2 circles, whatever, like in the dough, and so you make sure to have like at least like 2 centimeters left over, and you just go like around like this, okay? Then you pick up your dough circle. You can see, well, it's quite a circle. And the idea is to, I'm going to put myself here like that you can see properly. So you push to make the dough fit into the circle, like this. And you see, I push here, you can see that I'm pushing in order to have a very good shape in the bottom and not something, you know, with wrong, weird shape. So make sure to push the edges in order to make it very flat, okay? So come up this way. So now the second step, so you're going to use a knife and you just go from the bottom of your knife to the top. I'm going to show you. Bottom, top. Bottom, top. And don't worry, we're not going to throw away this dough. We're going to reuse it like that. You do have a very clean small pie. Look at this. So now is the time to bake these beauties. We're going to put them in the oven for 20 minutes at 160 degrees. So while the pies are in the oven, we're going to make the passion fruit custards. So to make the passion fruit custard is pretty easy. Well, you need a balance here because pastry is all about precision. So I'm going to measure up. So I would need sugar, 100 grams of sugar, like this. And then I'm going to add 2 eggs. So each egg, it's about like 50 grams. That's what we need for this recipe. So 1, and the second one. Up. So now we're going to mix it up, the eggs and the sugar. That's the first step. Before to add the passion fruit puree. Okay. Once the sugar and the eggs are quite, you know, mix it up and starting to get a little bit whitey, we will be able to add the passion fruit puree. So you can rather, for the passion fruit puree or whatever the fruit that you want to use, This recipe can work for lemon, all the juicy, you know, fruits that you do like. And so we're going to add 88 grams of passion fruit puree. That's it. So we're going to mix it up again. I'm going to use this thermometer to make sure that the preparation doesn't exceed 82 degrees because we don't want to end up with an omelette. That's not the point. So I'm just going to put that on. If you don't have this tool at home, don't worry. The way to know like your custard is good is when it's starting to get a little bit thick, but I will show you anyway. So I'm just going to put that here. And it's really important that you pay attention to this preparation because we don't want to end up with an omelette texture. So just stay like for 5 minutes, that's not long. So at this stage, I'm at 74 degrees, so almost done. A couple of degrees to go. Told you it was fast. Reaching the 80 degrees, yeah, we are. 2 more degrees to go. $82. Up. So I'm going to show the texture that you're supposed to have. You see? So you can see we do have this lovely crème anglaise texture. That's where you know that your passion fruit custard is ready. I'm going to use 1 gelatin leaf and put it in the water, cold water, very important. And meanwhile, the gelatin is setting, I'm going to add the butter to the custard preparation. So we're going to add 171 grams, okay? So I'm just going to chop like very small pieces. It's really important to add the butter when the preparation is still like warm. It will make it easier, so I can remove that. I need something to wet it up. So I'm cutting 145. So there we go. We do have our 171 grams of butter. So I'm just going to mix it up, everything in order to melt the butter in the warmness of the passion fruit custard. So as you can see, it's pretty much like melting by itself. So as you can see, like pastry is all about precision. If you put like 200 grams of butter, well, the recipe won't have the same texture, the same, you know, finality. So make sure to respect each grams. I know it can be sometimes kind of tricky, but it's definitely worth it. So the butter is all melted. So we're going to add the gelatin leaves just here. So just pressing to remove the excess of water and put it in the preparation. So our passion fruit custard is ready. I need to set in the fridge at least for 3 hours, but I already have one prepared, so we can follow up the recipe. So this is what the custard looks like when it's set for at least 3 hours. So I just put it in the piping bag, as you can see, and we're going to use it for the rest of the recipe. And our lovely pies also joined the table, shiny and golden, as you can see. So I'm going to use this small golden cartoon plate and just put each tart on top. Then you just take your piping bag, press. So the technique is to put your finger here behind and the rest of your fingers on the bottom and press. So I'm trying to make some dome. So pressing and up, press and up. To have very nice shape. You can also do like a plain shape if you prefer. I'm going to show you how. So let's say, for example, if you want something more traditional, you just go over like this. So now we're going to move forward to my favorite part, the dressing. This is totally optional and regarding what you do have at home. So here we do have some meringue. I have some passion fruit jelly, very simple to make. It's just like passion fruit puree that we use for the custard. So just to give you an idea, it's 70 grams and 20 grams of sugar. You just boil that and add 1 leaf of gelatin, okay? And some flowers, because I mean, who doesn't love flowers? So I'm just going to put everything on the top. So there is no rules. You do like you want. So meringue here. Go for a different design, like put the meringue on one side, for example. Just follow your inspiration and what you prefer. So and then I'm going to put some lime zest on top, just to give it a little bit of twist to our passion fruit pie. To end up with the flowers. So for example, for this one, the sample version, I'm just going to put like the whole flower because it's plain. So but for the rest, what I do like to do is to take just like, you know, some portion of the flower because it's more delicate, but it's up to you to do whatever you prefer. And finally, the jelly, passion fruit jelly. So I'm just going to put some dots to add a little extra, you know, passion fruit flavor. As mentioned before, it's totally optional, so if you don't want to, And voila, our passion fruit tart. This is it. This is the final of the courses of Congolese cooking. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did, and give it a try at home. See you soon.